Very good morning to all. I am Dr. Anish Janpal, HOD of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So today we are going to see the topic Introduction to Renewable Energy Systems. This renewable energy system, renewable energy is a very familiar word, so pronounced in the recent days because before 20 years before, we were 20 to 30 years before, we were mainly relying on the non-renewable sources of energy. But now the scenario is changed. Mainly, we are relying mainly on the renewable energy sources, especially the graph. This percentage usage of renewable energy sources are mainly increasing day by day. So now we can see the objective of this presentation. So here to understand about the renewable energy sources and the technologies, and also to analyze the various issues in harnessing the renewable energy sources, and also to recognize the current and future roles of renewable energy sources. So based on the technology growth, so this the harnessing the renewable energy sources also lot of technologies are getting evolved. These are the outcomes of this topic. One is we can provide from this after this presentation you can get the solutions for for addressing the issues in harnessing renewable energy, and also we can understand about the variable renewable energy sources and the technologies and its applications also. So these are some of the outcomes we can gain from this presentation. So here, so while starting with this renewable energy sources, first we should before we can start with the fossil fuel. So what is fossil fuel? So normally we know what is fossil fuel. The fossil fuel are so nothing but so these are the burnt buried organic matters which is converted into crude oil, coal, natural gas. So these are this fossil fuel is existing in underground under the earth, so for a lot of thousands of years. So this organic matter are converted into this fossil fuels. So for the extract, so the major three fossil fuel are, one is coal, oil and natural gas, which we are using for our daily usage. This affects. So why we have to move on to this renewable energy source? So that is very important because so from one technology we are moving on to another technology means so there is some challenge in the previous technology. So in the previous technology means we are mainly getting the power from the thermal power plant, from the nuclear power plant. So mainly from the power plant is mainly working on the fossil fuel. So here, what are the effects of the fossil fuel? So main effect is this fossil fuel, the burning of the fossil fuel leads to the harmful gases in the environment. So here we know the harmful gases are nothing but the carbon dioxide, the sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide, so which mainly contributes to the greenhouse effect. So this because of these gases, this emission, our environment is getting polluted. So because of the environmental pollution, lot of impacts is happened in the society to the human beings also. So these are the major effects of fossil fuel. So first is the greenhouse effect. So normally greenhouse effect, it is whether it is needed or not. So if you analyze, the greenhouse effect is a very needed thing. If the greenhouse effect is not there, so what will happen? So the temperature level will be more, and the earth will not be sustainable. So now what happens means because of this fossil fuel, more amount of the more emissions because of more emissions. So this the effect because of this temperature, the global warming is increasing day by day. So now to understand what is greenhouse effect, so here just it's a very simple thing. Just I can explain with this picture. So here this is a natural. The left side you can see that is a natural greenhouse effect happening. From the sun, the solar radiation it reaches the earth's surface, and what happens means after from the earth some of the radiations will be reflected back to the atmosphere. What this greenhouse gases will do means it will it will prevent some of the radiated gas again back to the earth's surface, so thereby maintaining the temperature conditions of the earth, so that we can live there will be a sustainable environment inside the earth. Now what happens means, because of this, in the right side you can see the picture above the earth, you can see the red color line. So here also the same thing only. From the sun, the solar radiations are reaching the earth's surface. Again from the earth, the radiations are re-radiated back to the this environment, the atmosphere. There what happens means, because of lot of greenhouse gases, the emission, because of the man-made emission, what happens means, the less amount of heat is radiated to the space. More amount of heat is again it is radiated back to the earth. So here the problem is that when the more amount of heat radiate back to the earth, so it increase to the temperature. The temperature level of the earth also keeps on increasing. That is nothing but the global warming. It keeps on increasing, and the impact of this global warming in every aspect, it affects the mankind, the human being. The key issues, as I said, the key issues is, the first one is global warming and the climate change. Second is the acid rain. Third is ozone layer depletion. And the fourth one is loss of biodiversity. Here global warming. So here the global warming, the ingredient is the carbon dioxide, the burning of the fossil fuel, the carbon dioxide and the other sulfur oxides and other particular matters, which is in the atmosphere. Because of this, the global warming increases. Next one is the acid rain. So acid rain is mainly caused due to the the release of sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxides from the combustion of fossil fuel. This is mainly from the this power plant, the thermal power plant. In India, if you take, nearly 60 to 70%, nearly 60% we rely on this thermal power plant. So a lot of emissions happen, and not also from the thermal power plant, but also from the vehicle emissions. So this harmful gases are emitted back to this atmosphere. Next one is ozone layer depletion. So ozone layer is a thin layer present in the stratosphere, that is in the atmosphere. It is extended from this 10 to 50 kilometer from the earth's surface. So here what happens, the nature of this ozone layer is to block the UV radiation, which is harmful to the mankind. So this is very important thing. So now what happened means, because of this emission, this harmful gases emission, so it the UV, the ozone layer also get blocks, so that directly the UV radiations are coming striking in the earth's surface. So thereby it causes impact in the human being also. Now if you see the scenario, so if you take the global scenario, India is the third largest contributor of this CO2 emission. So we are not proud about that, because we are emitting more amount of greenhouse harmful gases, which leads to 7% of global emission. So this is the main reason why all the countries in the world, and mainly our India, our mother nation, we are moving to this renewable sources of energy. So now this is the scenario. You can see from where we are getting the major energy, from the oil, natural gas, coal. The coal is a major this energy consumption from the coal, that is 54.5%. And the other thing, the nuclear, hydro, renewable is very less percentage. But now recently the percentage of this renewable energy is increasing a lot. So this is the potential renewable energy sources available in our country. So we are extracting power from this wind energy, and also from the solar. All the other thing, the small hydro, biomass, everything contributes very less percentage. The wind energy contributes major, and also the solar energy. This is a state-wise potential of renewable energy, because if we take our country, we have a lot of states. In all the states, we have the potential for harnessing the renewable power. But if you see the scenario, some of the states, they are harnessing less amount of renewable power. Some of the states, they are contributing more. So in the next picture, this diagram clearly shows. If you see the southern regions, the installed renewable energy capacity, this is the region-wise capacity, you can see 28%. And in the western region, nearly 35%, and the northern region, nearly 25% of this renewable energy generation is installed in these states. Now the consumption. While coming to the consumption, so now we know mainly the consumption is mainly for the industries. The energy, the electricity is mainly consumed by the industries, that is 42%, Next is consumption is mainly from the domestic, that is 24 percentage. Next, the agriculture sector and other sectors contributes very small percentage. And now we know why we are moving on to this renewable sources. So till now we have seen the impact of fossil fuel, which is created in the atmosphere, which causes a very harmful problem to the environment and also to the human being. So now, so this is the reason why we are moving on to the renewable sources, and the importance of the renewable sources. It is a natural thing, which is extracted from the sun and from the wind. So it is very natural way of extracting energy. So it is the sources are sunlight, water, tide, geothermal heat, and biomass, which is available in our nature. So we are not polluting the environment. So that is a major thing. The pollutant we are the while harnessing the renewable energy source, no emission is emitted. So this is the pictorial representation. You can see from the sun. The sun is a major source of renewable source. From there, all are the derivatives. You can see the hydropower, bioenergy, geothermal energy, and the wind energy. So non-renewable energy sources, you can see the fossil fuel from the nuclear, natural gas. So there it leads to emission. Here, from the renewable energy, there is no emission. So these are the most popular renewable energy sources which we are. So nowadays we are extracting mainly from, that is solar energy, wind energy, hydro, tidal, geothermal, and biomass. If you compare these these seven types of renewable sources, energy sources, mainly we are extracting from the solar, wind, and hydro. This contributes to the major power generation. So wind. So this is so just a small glance about how the power is extracted from these sources. Wind. So wind is mainly the wind energy is mainly extracted from the wind motion of wind. So by using the wind turbine, so there we can convert the wind energy into electrical energy. That is so from there we can extracting the power. Then the solar. So that is nothing but converting the light energy into electrical energy, and also we can convert the solar heat also to electrical energy. Both the things we can do. The solar light and also solar heat can be converted into electricity. And the hydro power, from the moving water, we can convert the moving water, the motion of the moving water into electricity. Another thing is the biomass. Biomass, you can see the organic, the plant matters, the waste plant matters which is in the earth. So that we can convert into for utilize for generating electricity. Then from the ocean, that means we can see the tidal, so tidal energy, wave energy. So there also we can extract the electricity. And another thing is the geothermal. Geothermal is from the deep under the earth. So the heat, so that heat can be extracted out, and that we can convert into electricity by running the turbine, and we can convert into electricity. So these are some of the major renewable the extraction of renewable sources. And the advantages of renewable energy is, so one thing is the renewable energy, till the earth is there, the renewable sources will be there. But if you go for the fossil fuel, it is limited. Once we take the fossil fuel, it is getting depleted. So we can see that for some more years it will be there, the fossil fuel. So this is the time we have to move on to the renewable energy sources. Nowadays, due to the advancement in the technology of the renewable energy, mainly we are moving on to the electric vehicles also. So which is electric vehicles, and which is generating power from the renewable energy. So completely it will be of the pollution free. And another thing, main thing is the maintenance requirement is very less for the renewable source of power. It saves money. And another thing is this renewable it has no health hazards. So only it provides the environmental benefits to the human being. Finally, the renewable energy is the eco-friendly source of energy. So we don't have to worry about the power generation. So we can feel free. The environment will be clean, and the atmosphere will be very clean, and the mankind will feel very healthy. These are so till now we have seen just the overall picture about the importance of renewable energy sources and the effects of fossil fuel in the environment. So this is the right time. So those who are viewing, those who are seeing this video, You can understand that the renewable energy is going to be the future of our world. So within 10 years, all the power plants will be slowly it will be converted into renewable sources of power plant, mainly from the solar and wind, and all the vehicles, which is now we are having the diesel, the fossil fuel based vehicles, that will be converted into electric vehicles. That electric vehicles also will be powered by the renewable sources of energy, so that the sustainable will have a sustainable growth, and the world also will be very sustainable. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Thank you.